Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we have a ton of news to go over, including German aircraft carriers are coming. I know they weren't real warships, well, they never launched, but they are coming to the game. We'll talk about when they're coming and a ton of other news. But before we do that, let's go to comment of the day. Comment of the day goes out to someone who leaves a comment on one of our previous videos. Today's comment of the day goes out to Ignio Montoya. He says, Tommy boy, they gave you an attaboy shout out on the WoW L 2-year strong live stream today. It's at about 4650. And yes, I know, I was watching and I was like, oh, I was not expecting it. I didn't even realize they actually watched what we put out. It's good to see. It was, of course, on the topic of the Iowa dispersion. Additionally, some other community contributors put out some videos about it today, including Spartan Elite 43 and Zarkun. So if you want to go head over to their videos where they talk about the Iowa dispersion, go ahead and visit them. I'll go ahead and put those links down below. Enough about that. This stream is where we got a lot of this information from. Of course, whenever there is a new update, World of Warships Legends, they tend to do a sort of update stream, letting us in and showing us the new ships, showing us the new premiums, doing things like that, and answering our questions. This one was sort of unique in the fact that they did have some secret information that they were going to hold back and give it to us depending on if they hit certain engagement goals. One of them was 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 concurrent viewers, and the other was at 2,000. They hit only one of their goals. So first off, let me say this. They have extended the other goal into getting Twitch followers because they have such a smaller following on Twitch. They are trying to kind of expand it over there. And if they can get 1,000 followers over on Twitch right now, they will go ahead and reveal this other secret bit of information. And I, for one, do follow them over there, and I'll be tuning in this Friday. They're going to be starting a new set of streams called Ships of the Line. It's going to be a historical stream hosted by, I believe, the Sailing Robin. Going over the history, it's going to be focusing on Japanese battleships. I'm going to be in the chat for that one just because I enjoy history stuff. So if I can get an hour or 2 hours worth of history from the devs, I'll happily tune in. If you want to go ahead and follow them, go ahead, and I'll also leave that description down in the description down below, that link. One last bit of housekeeping. We are still doing the tier 6, 5, and 4 premium giveaway. Link to that giveaway down in the description. Okay, that's all of housekeeping. Now let's go ahead and go over the news from this stream. And the biggest news is German aircraft carriers are coming. Yes, and they are coming this summer. So we're like 3 updates away from having German aircraft carriers. I'll be interested to see what they specialize in, because generally with these ships, they are trying to make them specialized. So the Americans specialize in dive bombing, or at least HE dive bombing. The Japanese specialize in torpedoes. So I'm wondering what the Germans are going to be. Personally, I think they could bring in AP bombs, and they could be specialized in AP dive bombing. We already see that the Germans overall have a focus in AP when you look and go down all of their other lines. So I think that would be a nod as to what they already have. It would be a way to tie it all together. I could see that. That is not confirmed, but what is confirmed is German carriers are arriving this summer. Additionally, this summer, we should expect 2 other things. One, a summer event that will focus on flags. They are expecting to be giving away 3 to 4 flags on social media channels throughout the summer. Not to worry, if you want to be able to get those, just go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will definitely be making sure to get those codes to give them to you guys so you don't have to keep hunting. Or you could go ahead and follow them on their social media platforms. The other update for the summer, which I found interesting, is they did tease that currently we have a big winter crate. Well, the summer is not winter, and seasons change. So it seems like they're going to be moving to a biannual big crate rotation. That way you aren't always getting the same things in the crate, and the chances kind of move around. I, for one, found that a little interesting. So get ready for, at least probably in the summer, to be having some new big crates to open. Next thing they talked about is a buff to the carriers. Well, an XP buff, if you will. They were talking about how the rewards for carriers aren't exactly lining up with where they should be. So today, Monday, they are going to be pushing a new credit and XP balancing thing. Though it was interesting because you're actually going to get less for a tier 3 now, and then about the same for a tier 5, and then a buff for the tier 7s, which I found kind of odd, which if you watched my previous video, I recommended grinding through the tier 3s just to get the feeling for it. And with this, I'm going to say go ahead and just skip to tier 5, learn your places in tier 5, because tier 3, having to, 1, the match quality has been terrible, and 2, just having to go through everything and now getting less rewards, it's going to feel even more grindy. Another thing they talked about balancing wise is there is a possible AA nerf coming at the higher tiers. They're finding the AA to be a little more powerful than expected, but we will once again have to go ahead and keep an eye on that. Next, the next thing they teased was clan features coming this year, which I for one am hopeful for. It'll be nice to have clans. Don't know if I'll like run my own, but it will be nice to have more community features. Additionally, they did confirm, and I think this will probably push out around the same time, is there is crossplay divisions in the works. However, it is currently being headed up by a third-party developer. And I think this makes sense because with development and things, you're probably going to go ahead and hire out to someone who's already done it before, especially with how new crossplay is. It would most likely be way easier and potentially way cheaper to go ahead and hire a company that literally specializes in setting up the crossplay, because now that it's coming to so many games, there are people who specialize it. And is it easier to take your networking team, expand your dev team to go ahead and do this one project and then not really need them anymore, or just go ahead and farm it out to a third-party developer? And of course, when you do that, there are like mile markers and like guarantees and things like that. So it does make a lot of sense that they've gone ahead and farmed it out to a third party. They did not say when it is anticipated, but it is nice to see that. Another fun little thing that they said they are working on that will be coming out in the coming months is a sound update for the game. It will feature better spatial audio and kind of update to the code to make sure there is no mixture of the caliber sounds, which is nice. It's always nice just to see those little quality of life updates. Another thing coming very soon is going to be legendary cruisers. Of course, we are kind of missing some legendary tier cruisers at this point beyond just the Alaska. I'm sure in the next update we'll probably see the Worcester, just because this update, if you decided to pay, you should be getting the Conqueror in the gearing. If you boosted along those lines, you should be getting those ships around now, actually. So we should start seeing them, in which case that means people who like to pay money to play this game will be bored with their bureau, and we'll probably see the Worcester. Hopefully we see another cruiser. Who knows? I for one am looking forward to it. The last two things of note to have gotten from the stream. The first one is next update in the week 2, a quote historical thing that we've been waiting for will occur. Well, this update ends sometime in May, I believe, the 16th. And if you look on calendar, right around then is about when the Bismarck sank. So I would expect that we are finally going to have our Bismarck Baltic camo in the game. Hooray! People have been wanting it. People have been needing it. And yeah, that is great news. The last piece of news that they kind of left us with was training rooms currently not in the plans. I know, sad. At least for me, it's sad. As a content creator, it is really nice to have consistent ways to test things. Like with that Iowa video, it would have been nice if we had to take training room. Sadly, we don't. And it looks like we won't for a while more. But yeah, guys, that is all of the news and updates that came out of the World of Warships Legends stream. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.